you have to get out of here real soon and stuff. So what we wanted to talk to you about is your presentation at the ELAC event and exactly what you'll be talking about there.
Well, I was trying to think what I could do, because I know it's going to be mostly college students, and I haven't actually written it yet, but I'm thinking about talking about when you're ghost hunting, what to look for, what a ghost can look like, maybe do some EVPs and some photos, show some photos, and then maybe talk to them about if they are interested in ghost hunting, like how to go about it, what's a good way to get involved with it, that kind of thing.
Okay. Will you be doing any readings there, or are you just going to be doing a talk on stage?
I just will probably do a talk on stage.
Okay. Will you be bringing up any of your paranormal experiences, like any of the wilder things that have happened to you during any investigations?
I might. Like I said, I haven't really written everything down yet. I know I need to keep it interesting for that age group, so I might try to include a few more exciting stories,
Excellent. Looking forward to it. All right.
Perfect.
Do we have any more questions, Dawn?
Yeah, I mean, are you gonna explain to them, because I know that those kids probably, when they go on their first investigation, they're gonna expect to see a ghost or hear a ghost or something like that. Are you gonna explain to them that not on every investigation they're gonna get anything?
Yes, exactly. How it's like fishing, that a lot of times nothing happens. It's very rare to see a full body apparition, but it is very possible to get an EVP if you're at a known haunted location, and that kind of thing. Just so they know what, if they've never been before, they'll know. I'm hearing somebody back. Somebody's got their volume on or something. I can hear myself talking. But anyway, explain to them what it's really like, and what to look for if you do go ghost hunting. And you might not necessarily see a full body apparition, but you might see that energy where it looks like the heat waves on the freeway, or a shadow, or just the different types, because if somebody's not an investigator like we are, they're not going to even know what to look for.
Okay, yeah, I also think it'd be, for everybody speaking, it'll be a good idea to tell them what is the reality and what they see on TV,
Right.
You just don't run around. Every time you get an EVP, don't jump around like an idiot going, oh my God, did you hear that? You're going to lose half the other EVPs,
I think you have to do that at first. That's part of the initiation.
Very cool. Okay.
What do you think, Dawn? Do you think there's anything else that comes to mind that should be covered?
I don't know, because what I get from a lot of people is they always ask if joining a meetup group would be the best bet in the beginning. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that?
I think that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it's great to, if you're interested, to go to events and go to meetups, and go to several different groups meetups and see which group you like, because, it has to be a good fit personality-wise and all that stuff, and you want to make sure that the fit is really experienced and things. So I think those are for somebody who get into.
I mean, do you agree that sometimes it's not the best fit for people that are really interested. They're interested as far as, they want to see ghosts or they want to hear it, but the other aspects of being an investigator, like going over the recordings and looking through hundreds of pictures and stuff like that, some people just don't want to do it, and they kind of feel like it's a job.
Yeah, well, if they feel like that, then they really aren't investigator material. They're not that passionate about it.
Yeah, I think
so. If they want to casually ghost hunt, meetup groups are fine. And then if they're really interested in it, it'll just create more intrigue and passion for them to go to the meetup group, and then they'll want to join a group. Oh, I really like this. This is really interesting, that kind of thing.
Right.
So I think either way, it's a good way to go.
Yeah, because there's some groups out there that will talk to people that haven't done it yet, that are interested and kind of sugarcoat it in a way, and say, it's a fun, not isn't really cover the whole, over the aspect and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
It's not the meet, but it's like joining a team and stuff, and letting them know stuff, and they're gonna have to buy that,
Right. Yeah. Those are all really good points.
Yeah, I think more of the reality where you do have to sit there for hours going over evidence, and you do have to dismiss orbs and things like that. I think that should be covered a lot in these kind of get-togethers,
Right. Yeah, it reminds me of that picture that went around a couple of weeks ago where ghost hunter, what my friends think I do, what my mom thinks I do, what I really do. That was so classic. The girl that did that. That really summed it up, didn't it?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
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 So I think that as long as you cover that, and they know that it is a lot of fun, but you do have to put some work into it. I'm sure that everybody will be pretty excited about it.
Yeah. I think it's like any other hobby or interest that some people have. Some people are just going to be casually interested, and then some people are going to turn out like all of us that are just crazy about it and can't get enough of it.
Right.
Is there anything else you want to say about the what you'll be doing at the event next Thursday? This time next Thursday.
Oh, that's right. It's a week away today. How exciting!
Yeah.
How many people do you think are going to be there?
Do we have a countdown?
Well, on the event page, there's like 80-something that said they were going, but that's just like from our friends, our Facebook friends. Other than that, the other team that's putting it on with us started sending, or actually giving out flyers at other colleges, plus the East LA College. So we should have a good amount of people. I mean, no matter what, that auditorium is humongous. It's big, I think it seats over 1,000 people. So, we're hoping to get a couple hundred.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, Miss Catherine, did you want to say anything else about the event?
I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's a great idea.
Very cool. Okay.
And are you guys? Who's going to Virginia City?
Reading Nolan's updates.
I wish I was.
Oh, Joe is. You guys aren't going to come?
Me, no, I won't be able to.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
I know, we all want to go, believe me.
I haven't been since I was a kid.
Maybe if I had T-shirts to make and send out to people, I might be able to get them enough revenue, but I don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a bummer. But yeah, I haven't been there since I was a kid. And when I was a kid, I was really intrigued with the place because, like, I could see, like, I remember walking through this Victorian house on a tour and seeing, I was, you know, it was haunted, and I, you know, I could feel it, you know, and see it. So it's gonna be cool to go back there 'cause I haven't been there since I was like a little kid.
Yeah, I was at the Yuma prison. Like, I don't know if I was like 8 years old or something. I was really, really young. I've never been back since. I would like to go back to something like that, but still not sure.
Did you detect anything when you were a
You're not
kid?
sure you're gonna go?
I didn't detect anything. No, I don't really remember a whole lot about it, just from the few pictures we took. So I just from looking at the pictures, I was that was kind of, from what I remember, it was kind of fun. I remember they had a bat in a cage or something that really fascinated me. Other than that, I can't I can't think of anything else.
But you're going to Yuma, right? Right?
If I get a second job between now and then, maybe.
No, he's going. We're gonna kidnap him. He's going with us. Yeah, that's gonna be the next really big thing for everybody. Is we're gonna be going to the Yuma event, which I believe everybody in the room is going to, right?
I think
What
so.
date is it again?
May 14th?
Is it the weekend of the 25th? It's the Mother's Day weekend.
What's the date on that, Nolan?
And
May
do
12th.
we need to sign up for that ahead of time, or how are we supposed to pay for that?
I think you go to the
You go
OC.
to their website, Orange County Paranormal Society, and
Okay.
they have like a whole section on the side where it says the Yuma event, and if you click on there, you can pay, and they give all the information about it.
Okay, I didn't know that. I've been wondering how to actually physically sign up for it,
Yeah, and also they got discounted rooms,
Mhm.
I believe. I don't remember what hotel it was at. Can somebody remind us?
Um,
Because I believe Paul and Annie already paid for their rooms, and they said it was like $79. The Yuma Hilton.
Wow, that's really reasonable.
yeah, Andrea said Hilton
Yeah,
also.
exactly.
Especially if, like, we all pile in one room.
Oh, that'd be fun.
All right, so Brad Johnson is in the room, and he's gonna. I'm gonna ask him to if he can broadcast in. He's the one that's gonna be talking about the extraterrestrials and stuff. So that's gonna be fun too. We're gonna have somebody talking about something a little different on Thursday, other than ghost hunting and stuff.
Basically, it's mostly just around extraterrestrial disclosure, a lot of, I guess you could say, positive information relating to what I do. I'm what's known as a channel, and I do connect with higher consciousness that relates to another entity that's another higher perspective of myself. And so I've received a lot of information within the past 4 years, and a lot of this information does represent the idea of the extraterrestrial presence, ET disclosure, just kind of positive information of what people may not be aware of in relation to the extraterrestrial presence. So I'll be elaborating a lot about that in the upcoming seminar.
Okay. And how long have you been? I mean, do you study this, or exactly how long have you been talking about this?
About 4 years. So doing it for about 4 years, and what's got me into it was the ability to channel. If you're not familiar with channeling, it's very, very similar to how one would, communicate in a psychic mediumship form with other spirits, with other consciousness. But basically, all I'm doing is that I'm literally just vibing into a higher aspect of myself, an entity that literally connects with myself, where we literally become one being. And so a lot of this information that I've received from that particular entity, as well as just practicing my particular abilities with communicating with the universal mind, higher minds, And a lot of the research I've been doing, just meeting up with people, talking with other fellow experts, doing my own homework, so to speak, have really culminated this whole idea of different forms of information relating to the extraterrestrial presence, ET disclosure, and information pertaining to where we're going in relation to the ship.
Is there?
So,
Go ahead, Don.
are you able to? So, are you gonna channel on stage, or is that what you plan on doing?
I could, if you would want me to. It's really what you guys are comfortable with. Whatever you guys feel is good. There's usually I do two different styles of presentation. I usually just do it through myself, or if those who would like to have a channeling experience, that can be brought forward as well too.
Okay.
Do you, when you channel, is it one particular being that you channel with, or is it several?
Well, it's one being that is in communication with the monadic consciousness. The monadic consciousness represents a collective. It represents that of what's known as the Syrian Council and an organization known as the Association of Worlds. If any of you are familiar with the channel known as Daryl Anka, who channels Bashar, it's very, very similar to that.
Okay, how did you get...
Or Esther Hicks, who channels Abraham Hicks. Again, is another particular example.
How did you get chosen for that, or how did you get involved with something like that?
Just really choosing. It's basically just one's own decision to go into that. It's not really another choosing for you. It's basically your own kind of path that you decide to go with. And again, passion really steers you into the direction to where you want to go. It was pretty much just my own choice after observing channelers, intuitives, psychics, healers for quite a while, and then just my decision to get into it. So that's kind of what led me into that. Interest of observation, and then moving into the
Okay. Does that mean like there's several people, there's several beings that want to channel with people, they're just waiting for approval from certain people, or how does that work?
Beings are literally communicating with all of us all the time. It's about you literally vibing in to realize that there's been beings that have been attempting to channel with you. It could be spirit guides, it could be lost loved ones, it could be higher consciousness and other dimensions. It really is that ability for you to literally vibe into the particular frequency that is attempting to communicate with you. Just one tuning fork is always written. As long as you get your fork to vibrate in resonance, you'll be able to pick up the broadcast. Human beings are just walking broadcasting towers. So as long as we're able to vibe into a frequency representing another consciousness, you're always a resonance in regards to what that entity or that consciousness is.
Okay, Frank Bracos is asking what kind of information...
Question in the chat that says, what kind of information do I get through channeling? All kinds. There's all kinds of information. Actually, what I could do is go to my website. It's allyouselfempowered. And you can find out some info as well. So I got all kinds of videos, audios, documents relating to the being that I do channel.
Okay, type all that out at once. All right, so besides maybe attempt at channeling for the get together, what else do you think you would want to talk about or let people know or understand about what you do on stage?
There's a lot of stuff that I do discuss. I do talk about what is known as the Akashic Records. I do talk about energy healing. I do talk about the shift of consciousness. I do talk about developing your consciousness. I do talk about self-empowerment. I've developed my own energy healing system, which is called symbol release healing. I discuss that as well too. So there's quite a lot of stuff that I do talk about. ET disclosure, again, another thing. Channeling, another thing. So it's a pretty broad range of information that I do have. And really anybody who has questions in regards to what I do, I'm always happy to address any information in relation to those areas.
Okay, great. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you then next Thursday.
Sounds great. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
All right. That was.
Thank
Talk to you guys soon.
Okay.